To yeet or not to yeet? That is the question. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to this channel and you love WWE, you love pro wrestling, I got fantastic news for you. This right here is the channel for you. Stay a while, check out the video, check out the channel. We talk about Raw, SmackDown, we talk about PLEs, we do reviews, we do reactions, we do live streams on Twitch where I watch Raw and SmackDown and you talk to me in the chat. I have it up. We talk together. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. We have a great community here. My goal is I want to get the most wrestling fans on this channel possible. So do me a huge favor, please, if you don't mind. It's really easy. It's quick. It's simple. Please just like this video. That's all I'm asking. Just like this video. It'll help get to other people who don't know about this channel. That way, if you don't really want to subscribe to this channel, that's fine. But if you like it and you help me reach others, maybe they would want to subscribe to the channel. So that would help me out a great ton. I would appreciate it, though, if you stayed a while, because we got some things to talk about here. Let's get into some of the things, some of the talking points from this past Monday Night Raw. Now that intro is over, let's get into some of the talking points from Monday Night Raw. As you know, of course, if you've been following this channel, you know that I was there this past Monday on Raw. Not on Raw, but I was at Raw. That was in Charlotte, North Carolina. By the way, this is the first time I've ever gone to Raw since it's moved to Netflix. Okay, so I've gone to Raw before, SmackDown, PLEs. I've gone to shows before. Never have I been when it was on Netflix. And let me tell you something. They have done an amazing job at making it very hard for you to know whether you're in commercial or not. Because beforehand, when you used to go to shows, you used to be able to tell, okay, so they're in commercial now, they're in commercial break. This time, man, on Netflix, what they're doing is great. They make it hard for you to tell if they're in commercial or not. I was able to pick it out a few times, but other times I was just like, I don't know. Are we on TV right now or not? Plus, the in-between things, like when I'm live Twitch streaming and I get the ads on my Netflix and I don't get to see other things that's happening, it was hard to tell whether those things were being shown to people everywhere or if it was on TV or if it was during a commercial break or whatever. I'm talking about like the in-between like interviews that they do, the backstage segments that they do and stuff, which there was a backstage segment that I want to get into that I don't know if everybody got to see because I don't know if it was part of an ad or not. Regardless, Monday Night Raw was fun. I had a great time, but let me just say the production value has gone up even more since the last time I've been there. A couple things I want to get into. First of all, the whole Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing, right? Sami Zayn kicked off Raw. He wants a match against Kevin Owens. Adam Pearce came out, said that he can't give you a match. I can't give you a match. You know, you're not cleared, all that kind of stuff. In another video I made, I had mentioned that I do think that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be at Elimination Chamber, but I don't think they'll be in a match. And technically, I kind of hit the nail on the head on this one because they're not going to really have a match. They're going to have a fight, which is what I was trying to say in the last video. I think they're just going to have a brawl. They're going to have a fight. It's not going to be an actual referee in there to count 1, 2, 3. Actually, unsanctioned matches, I think they do have a ref in there, which I don't know why because Adam Pearce said that there's no rules. But they're going to have an unsanctioned match at Elimination Chamber. These two are just going to go at it. There's supposed to be no rules here. So weapons, fighting in all over the arena is allowed. All that kind of stuff's allowed. But this does a good job to protect both guys here because once this match is over, whoever gets pinned or whatever, it doesn't count against that person who loses, and it doesn't count for the person who wins. So this whole match, that's what unsanctioned is for people who don't understand what unsanctioned is. It's a match that technically never really happened after it happens. So, so I think that's going to be a fun, entertaining thing to watch. It's a good way to get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber in Toronto, where they're from, and it's a good way for them to brawl, the crowd to get really into it. I mean, that whole night at Elimination Chamber is going to be chaotic. You got 2 chamber matches, now you get this match. I love the way this PLE is shaping out. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I love the Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn thing. I don't really know who wins yet. I don't know if this is going to be like a... It's hard to... I had said on the last video that I think they're just going to have a fight, and then they're going to have their actual match at WrestleMania. I don't know about that anymore. I feel like it's hard to come back from this, because usually this is like the blow-off match. You get the unsanctioned match, because where do you go from here? I'm thinking that maybe this is the one-off. Maybe this is just because it's happening in Canada and they wanted to give the Canadian crowd to see their 2 favorites. Maybe that's why. Maybe this is just a one-off. Maybe we just get Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn here, And then at WrestleMania, I'm thinking maybe Kevin Owens versus a returning Randy Orton. Maybe we can do that. And then for Sami Zayn, I don't know. I'm a little worried about Sami's WrestleMania plans. I have a feeling it might be against Karrion Kross, although I don't hate that idea. It's also it seems like a step back a little bit for Sami Zayn, but he does do a great job of elevating people he's in the ring with, and I think WWE has started to see a little bit of potential, a little more potential in Karrion Kross, so I think they want to continue and see where they can do with Kross, so maybe that's where we're heading with Sami and Kevin Owens' WrestleMania future. One thing that really surprised me is that Lyra Valkyria got a number one contender, and it's Dakota Kai. I thought for sure it was going to be Ivy Nile. I had said it when I was in the arena. I was like, I think Nile is going to win because it gives you the heel versus the face type deal. Plus, I don't know. I didn't think they would want to go with Dakota versus Lyra again because does this mean Dakota's going to lose again to Lyra? I felt like that was kind of a strange move there. Plus, it's two good guys going at it, two baby faces. So I thought a little strange, but I won't complain because I'm at least happy that they're doing something with the mid-card titles. After the past couple of weeks, I've complained that WWE hasn't really booked the women, the mid-card title women that strongly. They've had Lyra lose her qualifying chamber match to Bayley, and then they had Chelsea Green lose her qualifying match to Naomi. So I thought it was strange that they had both women mid-card champions just lose. But now, finally, maybe we got a story happening here. Maybe we got a feud, something we can sink our teeth into, that Lyra is just not holding a title and just carrying it around and doing nothing with it. So I'm happy with this. I just expected it to be Nile so that Lyra could beat Nile and have a successful title defense. Now I don't know. Is she going to defeat Dakota again? That's left up in the air. Last point I wanted to get into, and that's what mainly this video was supposed to be about anyway, was the Jey Uso and Gunther situation here. I loved how Gunther came out to start the show, not to start the show, but he came through the crowd, and then he asked Pat McAfee, do you think Jey Uso is going to beat me? You're the ultimate hype man. You're always on the table, yeeting all the time. Do you think Jey Uso is going to beat me at WrestleMania? And Pat McAfee said, yeah, I hope he does. And then Gunther looked like he was about to attack Pat. Jey Uso comes out. These two brawl a little bit in the ring before getting separated. I liked it. I liked the build of this. I've been saying it for a while, and the backstage segment that I wanted to bring up was later on in the night, Jey Uso ran into the New Day backstage. Kofi Kingston tried to relate to Jey Uso, bringing up his own run, his WrestleMania, his Kofi Mania run to Jey Uso. And if you guys remember in the past few videos, I've been saying this exact same thing. I think they did that on purpose. I think Jey Uso is going to have a Kofi Mania type of run, a Daniel Bryan Yeselmania type of run when he goes against Gunther at WrestleMania. I've been saying it for weeks. It's going to happen. Jey Uso is going to have this storyline where he's getting bullied and beaten down by Gunther, where people are going to question, why the hell is this match even happening? He can't beat Gunther. Gunther's going to use it in promos. Everybody around him, like the heels, like New Day, are going to doubt him. They're going to say, you can't beat Gunther. Look at you. It's going to this whole thing is going to be, the odds are going to be stacked against Jey. And on the way to WrestleMania, I wouldn't be surprised if he's met with obstacle after obstacle after obstacle to ultimately beat Gunther at WrestleMania, and he gets 80,000 people yeeting along with him. I think this is the perfect build for this. They're just repeating the Kofi and Daniel Bryan thing again, but with Jey Uso. But what I don't understand is all the hate. I don't understand the Jey Uso hate that he's getting. What are you mad about? What are you upset about? Are you upset because you thought John Cena was going to win the Royal Rumble? Are you upset because you expected CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble? Look, I had picked John Cena to win the Rumble, okay? I threw Jey Uso's name in there as a dark horse because I thought this type of scenario could happen, and it's happening. And why are we mad about that? Because if you look at it, a year and a half ago or a year ago, Jey Uso was the most over person. You loved Jey Uso. The people who are booing him today and don't want him to have this opportunity were riding by his side a year and a half, a year ago, yeeting all of this stuff with Jey Uso, and then all of a sudden now they've turned on him because he's getting a shot at WrestleMania. You can't be the person to complain that WWE doesn't establish new stars, and then when they finally establish a new star, you boo them. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person, because you're sounding like that person. Nobody in the world had a problem with Jey Uso until he won the Royal Rumble when people thought it might be Cena or Punk and caught everybody off guard, and now they're saying Jey Uso doesn't deserve it. This guy leads in merchandise sales. I've seen people give me the argument, yeah, but LA Knight is over and he gets these crowd reactions. He's got a, why doesn't he get this type of push? Look, if you're going to criticize Jey Uso for getting over because of his catchphrase being one word, having not a lot of moveset, aren't you explaining, aren't you describing LA Knight in the same way? He got over with one word catchphrase. LA Knight is not a scientist in the ring. He really isn't. He doesn't have that many more moves than Jey Uso does. So how can you say that you would want LA Knight and think that he deserves it, but not Jey Uso? Jey Uso's just hot right now. He's getting it right now, okay? You can't hate on that. You can't deny the reaction this man is getting every single week. I'm not saying LA Knight is not, but Jey Uso's on a different playing field right now, okay? Maybe it's his turn, and then LA Knight will get his eventually. I just don't understand the hate for Jey Uso. I think if you're somebody who doesn't think that this is a good idea, then I don't know what to tell you. Me and you may never see eye to eye on this. We probably won't ever. I think this is perfect. I think it's great. John Cena will find another way. No one ever said that John Cena had to win his 17th title at WrestleMania. This dude's got a whole year to do this. Okay? Jey Uso has got right now. You wanted to shoot somebody up there to superstardom. You want to create a new star. This is the way to do it. Got me a little passionate, man. I'm all fired up because of it. I don't understand the hate. He doesn't deserve it. I don't think he does. Jey Uso, he's going to be loved. He's going to have a great title reign. I'm not saying he's going to be champion for 2 years, but he's going to have a good title reign. And then we're going to go from there. We're going to see what happens. I don't get the hate. Regardless, I appreciate you checking out this video. If you could do me a favor, just give it a like. Even if you're here all the time and you watch all these videos, I would appreciate it, you giving this a like, because it truly does help the video out and it helps me out. It helps get to other people who don't know about this channel, so I would appreciate it. Of course, I would love a subscribe from you. If you haven't yet, that'd be awesome. That also helps the channel, but I'm not somebody that really likes to ask things of people. So if you feel like you like this video and you would like to see more WWE content like this, and actually more, because I got more stuff planned, then give it a subscribe, give it a like, and let's do this thing together. We're just wrestling fans talking about wrestling. All right, my friends, that's it for now. I appreciate you checking out this video. Please leave your thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments about everything I talked about in this video, or anything else you would like to talk about. And honestly, I haven't gotten emails from everybody in a long time. wickedbittermedia@gmail.com. Send me those emails. I love making those email videos. I would like to do them again, so please send them in. We can read them on here. We can have discussions about that as well. But until we eat again, my friends, as always, it's important that you remember to always stay bitter.